It's time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are having a wonderful day today. Alex?
We are.
This is July.
Did you know what that sound was just now?
What sound?
That was my belly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm already thinking about lunch already.
Right, before I even introduced us, you're
Yes.
thinking about food.
Thinking about food.
This a lot.
You
This is
wanna
a
know why
lot.
I'm thinking about food?
Why?
Because we're rocking Bahamian colors.
Okay, so you're thinking about Bahamian cuisine.
Yes.
All Things Bahamian. So
Yes.
All Things Bahamian
Yes.
is the show for today. I'm Glendia Sweeting, Manager of Quality Assurance at the Grand Bahama Port Authority, and I'm joined by this lady over here who told us even before the show she is only known as Alex. Alex who? Just Alex. Just Alex.
Alex from Freeport, Alex from Grand Bahama.
Alex from Freeport, Alex from Grand
Alex from
Bahama.
the best talk show, Focus Forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
And Alex from the Downtown Freeport Business Association. See, I give you your little perks.
And what is my title at the Downtown Freeport Business Association?
So she is the Public Affairs Director at the Downtown Freeport Business Association,
okay.
the best association.
In Grand Bahama.
I know she was going to finish it.
As long as you get it right,
Okay.
then we happening.
Then we happening.
Yes. But
Okay.
maybe I'm all things Bahamian today.
All Things Bahamian, of course,
Yes.
this is the month where we celebrate independence.
51.
51 years. Last year was a huge celebration.
Big
This year,
fun.
we anticipate it's going to be even bigger. And so, of course, today, while we have this show, we definitely need to be talking to all of the people that make Grand Bahama and the Bahamas great. And so we're going to have a wonderful time. We have someone here from the Ministry of Tourism.
And we have someone here from the straw market.
Yes, all of the people that work very well with their hands. We have All Things Bahamian. So we're going to get into that, but of course we have to highlight our sponsors.
Yes, we do. Our sponsors are Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau. Thank you so much. I really like y'all, especially for that 2-hour special we have coming
You should
up.
love them. You should love them.
I love them for the 2-hour special coming up. We want to thank OMG Couture,
Yes.
Creative Eye, and Visible Changes.
Yes.
And we want to say thank you for being a sponsor. And if you want an opportunity to sponsor the show, it's very simple. Just send an email to info@gbpa.com and say, I'd like to be a sponsor, and we'll make sure to
that
get
simple.
you on. But there's more.
There is more.
There is
so,
more.
of course, we need to be able to tell persons where they can find us. So the easiest way to do this is to say, go to the Grand Bahama Port Authority or the Invest Grand Bahama Facebook or Instagram pages. That is where you get the schedule to know where you can watch the shows or where you can pick them up and be able to share with everybody. So I'm going to say that now, and then I'm going to say
Tell them
we
where.
are on ZNS, Our
right.
TV, ILTV, Dove, and The Rhythm. You
That's
can't
it.
miss it. You have no excuse. If you want persons to know what's happening within the city of Freeport, because you already know, go to one of those channels and make sure that you share the information. Now,
Share,
we want to
share,
get
share.
into our conversation today because we're talking about all things Bahamian. Aren't you proud to be a Bahamian?
I am always proud to be a Bahamian.
Good.
Always, every day. Now look closely. You know, even my makeup got a little bit of Bahamian feel. Do you
Okay.
see? Do you see?
I don't see.
Oh.
Probably because mine is just really out there, but it might be in there somewhere.
But I was
but it
telling the
looks
makeup
beautiful
artist, I
thanks
said I
to
want-
Creative Eye Studio.
Yeah, I told her I wanted my face to say Happy Independence.
Okay.
I was working on that. I just couldn't go with the blue. I couldn't go with the blue.
All right.
Okay.
So let's just hop into this conversation really quickly. And,
Okay.
you know, it's really nice to welcome guests around our round table all the time.
Around there.
And today is
It's not in the hot seat.
different.
It's not in the hot seat.
Well, right, because there's no hot seat today. There's just the seat. There's the Bahamian seats today, since we're talking all things Bahamian. So we want to first welcome to our roundtable for the very first time. I know you guys have seen her. I
first
said to her
time?
before the show, well, this is the
Really?
was this the first time? I believe
Okay.
this is the very first time we've had this lovely lady who is an officer at the Ministry of Tourism, Anya Hannah, to join us. So, Ms. Hannah, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good evening. I like to make sure you're paying attention to me. Are you paying attention to me?
You have no idea what time it is, Alex. Okay. And we want to move on to our very special second guest who's brought some wonderful wares and things that she has made by hand. Now, I am not much of a creative, so I truly respect persons who are and the wonderful work that they do. So we're very, very happy to welcome to the show Mary Williams. She is from Mama Mary's Straw Shop in the Port Lacaya Marketplace. Thank you so much, Ms. Williams, for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we're going to get into the conversation. We want to see as many of the pieces as we can, so we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. And, of course, a gentleman that I met. It's so strange. I met him at Bank of the Bahamas. I think it was maybe about almost a year ago. And we started talking about some boats that he makes, these wonderful boats and these pieces. And he had mentioned to me one of my colleagues was one of his customers. And I said, oh, really? I said, like, these are real boats? He said, yeah, these are real boats. So I said, okay. You know, because you don't hear a Bahamian usually would be making boats. It's just different. It's very unique. And so I thought that was just so interesting. And so for the very first time on our show, Mr. Luther Ferguson, we want to welcome you, Bahamian Sloop Company. Welcome to the Focus Forward Roundtable.
Thank you so much, and it's a blessing and a privilege to be here today.
Oh, right.
These are all people that are working with their hands.
Yes.
That are working with their hands.
So we want to get into the conversation, but first, we want to kick this off talking with the Ministry of Tourism because, you know, the island of Grand Bahama gets really excited during the month of July. And we want to know everything that you guys have planned. What is going on? What is happening? How can we take part in the celebration for independence this year?
That's right. And so I like to say that July is my favorite time of year, simply because it's Gombe time.
Yes.
And so everything you hear, Gombe, Gombe, Gombe. And for the entire month of July, beginning this week, Thursday, we will have our kickoff night for our Gombe celebrations at Tino Beach from 6 p.m. to midnight. And throughout the entire month of July, we will have local Bahamian artists as well as food vendors and other entertainment scheduled at Gombe Summer Festival. And so I like to say that this is my favorite time of the year. This is something for everyone to do. And I like to see persons come out and enjoy what my team at the Ministry of Tourism put on for the entire month of July.
All very exciting.
I'm about to ask you, so every year you're putting on an event for Gombe. Every year I can honestly say I go out there and it's a great time. Do you guys sit down in your little think tank and plan everything out a year in advance and make sure we have a wonderful time and change up the lineups and different things like that?
Correct. So what we do is every year we have a post meeting and we weigh our pros and cons from Gombe Summer Festival. And in January, the first working day, we put out applications for persons to register to be a vendor, because I know persons come to us at the very last minute, how can I be a vendor at Gombe? It is a process, and it's usually the first working day in January that applications go to become a vendor, and then we do our vetting process from there, once it's closed the last Friday in February.
Wow.
That starts early. So
That's
they
very
start
early.
working this
Very,
out
very early.
Yeah, I know persons think that it probably starts a month before, but it usually starts from January.
Well, not to put on an event of the magnitude that you do, because we're talking about 4 consecutive weeks with artists you have to line up. All of the vendors have to be in place.
Correct.
Any additional entertainment, all the DJs, the Junkanoo groups. I mean, an additional with all the dancers and things like that. What's one of the highlights? Can you share? Can you give us a little tidbit? What's a highlight? Is there a week that we shouldn't miss?
I will say be there for all 4 weeks. Okay. We're kicking off this week, Thursday. We have Avi, Sharad, and our very own Veronica Bishop. And then next week, we'll have D-Mac and Sweet Emily. The following week, we'll have Iris Star and the Spank Band. Well, we'll be climaxing Gombe with Iris Star and the Spank Band, as well as, Grand Bahama's favorites, KB.
Right.
And then we will also have
they'll come out for KB now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Grand Bahamians are going to come out for KB.
Yes.
As well as we will have, we have Papa Smurf, as well as Melody, as well as, did I say Sweet Emily? We have Sweet Emily as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sweet Emily has gone international.
Okay.
Yeah, and how
Nice.
can I forget, we have Stevie S as well.
Okay.
He's coming back to
So
our
now we're
state.
international, which means a lot of tourists are coming out to Junkanoo Festival. How is the Ministry of Tourism promoting it in the hotels and the resorts, and how can tourists then get out to the Goombay Festival?
So we do promote it in all hotels within the Freeport area. We give signage to the hotels, as well as we provide free bus transportation for all the hotels within Freeport, beginning at 5:45, and they return to their hotels at 10 p.m.
Well, that is good to know.
Free?
It's free.
Yes, free.
Free of charge. Once you're staying at the hotel.
Well, we're talking about free things, right? So I know something like this, something of this magnitude must cost quite a bit. Are there any sponsors that you guys are working with? Do you want to mention any sponsors? Give them a quick shout out.
For sure. So I definitely want to thank Carnival Corporation. We have the Grand Bahama Island Promotion Board. We have Grand Bahama Port Authority, Grand Bahama Power Company, Lusco, as well as we have recently came on board Grand Central Liquors.
Okay.
Grand Central
Okay.
Liquors.
Okay.
We were recently
All right.
on
That's
board.
wonderful. And then also, just to hop off of your question, Alex. Oh, go ahead.
I also want to say BTC.
BTC.
I can't forget BTC. Okay.
Please don't. Please don't forget any of the major sponsors. Give the disclaimer.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. So, Alex, just to jump off of your question, and we talked about tourists and that sort of thing, we want to make sure that obviously when persons come out, they have a good time, but do you guys have any safety measures in place to ensure that everyone is safe so that they can truly enjoy themselves with the experience on any one of the weeks?
We do. Every week we provide lifeguards for persons to feel safe swimming, as well as we have the Bahamas Red Cross, as well as I want to thank the Royal Bahamas Police Force who provide security throughout the entire evening at Goombay Summer Festival from start to finish.
Okay.
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 Sounds like a whole lot.
We're there. We're
Now,
there,
is
we're
there
there.
a calendar or something that persons will be able to access for Goombay, just to have a quick schedule of what's happening every week?
I will say they can visit our Bahamas.com, and you can go to Grand Bahama Island on Bahamas.com.
Okay.
And you'll be able to find the list of activities to do weekly.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. We are very, very excited about Goombay.
I am.
I didn't know that people swim during Goombay.
Food. Yeah.
Right?
The food.
It's the food and the entertainment and the
dancing.
online activities and that sort of
I
thing.
have to see you dancing.
I've seen you dancing many times. But we'll talk about that one off camera. But if we can just come on over as we continue to talk about all things Bahamian. Ms. Williams, thank you so much again for being with us. And as the owner and operator of Mama Mary's Straw Shop, I just want you to tell us a little bit, how did you get into the straw industry here in Grand Bahama?
Well, this industry that I'm in, let's say I'm from Andros. I'm a born Androsian.
Okay.
My mother had 10 of us. In Andros, we didn't have going on jobs and things, so this is what we do for a living. I started out about 5 years old. Then later down, I came to Grand Bahama and I started working in the hotel, but that didn't work for me. I wanted to go back to the thing that I really love and the things that I do. And so this material here, this is called silver top.
Silver top.
Silver top. It's indigenous, it's authentic, it's Bahamian. You can only find this in the Bahamas. This is what we make our bags from. I guarantee you 50 years down the road, I tell people the quality goes in this before the name goes on. You don't find this no place in the world. We make a whole lot of things from this. And when I started out in the straw industry, when I came in Guam in the 70s, at that time it was called the Holiday Inn Road. I had a little shop as big as this table, and we had some buttonwood trees. You know, we used to put our things in the buttonwood tree. When the rain come down, we cover up the stuff and we put it in the buttonwood tree, and it was a whole lot of money in it. Because during that time, people didn't want to be a part of us.
Really?
But no, people didn't want to be a part of us. But as straw vendors, and you know, during that time, tourism was not like it is now. Tourism was like 6 months out of the year you work, and 6 months you just sell. And so I made a very good living of this product that I do. One of the things that excites me about it, my mother, she passed at the age of 80. And one day she said to me, I want to have a real conversation with you. She said, I want you to learn how to make this product. She said, because when you get married and have your children, maybe you marry your daddy. Yeah, she said, you just might marry your daddy. She said, you will have to take care of these kids by yourself. And so then she said to me, she said, now what I want you to do when you make this product, put the best into it. Because the people, money are good. And the people that buy your products, they are the people that are going to promote your business.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm happy to say that I don't think there was no place in the world that my product hadn't been.
Wow. And speaking of products, when you talk about this particular product, I'm quite sure you have quite a bit of wonderful products in your store. Which product would you say best reminds you of the most authentic piece of Bahamian culture?
Well, most of it is open. This is silver top. I have the piece that I make from the coconut tree. And then there's another one that I have there. It's sisal. You get it from the tree. Let me say, all of our products is right here in the Bahamas. We don't have a raft here, but we have everything else that we need right here. It's a lot of time that goes into it, a lot of work, but I guarantee you when you buy one of my baskets, you don't need another one.
Let's take a look at this beautiful bag that you have
this-
here. You've
this
got
is
I
one.
see pink on the inside.
Quite gorgeous.
And and you've got a little clutch in here too?
Clutches in here.
Man.
Now you know these clutches we can take to
Okay.
church, right?
Okay, you take the clutch any and everywhere.
I
Gorgeous.
have a whole lot of things that I
So I just learned something. I thought all straw was the same, but she said this is silver top.
That is silver top.
Silver top.
And then
Wow.
I have the piece that
Alex,
And I
look at
love that it's
Look at
lined.
that.
It's
Yeah.
lined on the inside.
Inside of it is stitched on a cardboard. I do the work with my hand.
Very nicely
The
done.
needle, and then like with the basket. And I wish I had one of those baskets. Where's the?
How long does it take for you to make a product like this?
Well, it's a very long time because with this silver top, I have all of the other pieces in there. With this, what you do when you get the silver top, I have to let this dry. And then I get what we call the stalk from the silver top, and I strip that up and I let that dry. And then when I'm making the basket, because I'm sewing it with an ice pick, this have to be soft because I just put the needle through there and just pull it through and make the basket. But you can make it as big as you want it. You can make it as small as you want it.
Okay.
And there are dozens of ways that you can make this.
So Ms. Williams, I hope that you're teaching somebody
I had to say the same
how
thing.
to do these things
yes,
and carrying on the tradition the same way your mom
I used to
did.
be around tourism a lot. I been in the school. I taught a lot of people how to do this. In fact, some of the people that I learned, they're business people now.
Business
They're
people, but they
doing
know
it.
how to do it.
I have 3 kids. Let me say, I'm not really bragging, but yes, I am. I have 2 daughters, and they are highly educated,
Wonderful.
but they are in the straw market.
So they've learned the trade.
Yeah,
Yes.
the thing about it was, the thing that excited me about it when my mother taught me, when I learned from her, I was better than her. I taught them that they're better than me. And so
This is gorgeous.
what I'm saying is, I tell myself every day, if the students are not smarter than the teacher, then we didn't do a
Then
good
the
job,
teacher's
right?
failed. I
So
like
my kids are very smart. They can do everything that I do because, like I told my kids, don't work for no one. We don't work for people.
Right.
Right.
We have our own business.
Business people,
Now,
entrepreneurs.
Yes, sometimes things are bad. Sometimes it's slow. Then I don't have to worry with the boss. I can work at my pleasure. And
Because
the-
you are the boss.
the good thing about it is, if I don't work, I don't get nothing. So
Understood.
I have to work hard.
Right.
And the market right now is very competitive, so I have to put my best foot forward because I need the money.
Well, you
And
know
so-
what, Miss Mary, I'm looking at this work here, and I must tell you, I congratulate you. If a button pops off my shirt, I'm not gonna lie to you. I put the shirt down.
No,
Even though my mother
Really?
taught me how to
some
sew.
wonderful pieces
She
in there.
taught me how to sew.
Yeah,
I
the
know how to
smaller ones
sew.
that are
That's
there.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And yeah, it's a lot. It's very
I'll
good.
sew it later.
What
I
is
do
so
that.
good about it? This is Bahamian.
Yes.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
culture. I told someone the other day. I said, from what I can see, our culture is in the intensive care. It's dying.
Okay.
We cannot afford to allow this rich culture to die.
Well, we're going to count on you to continue
And
to
Yes,
teach your
and to
daughters.
keep it
Yes.
going.
And as well as all the other persons
Not
around
only
you.
my daughters, I met in school. I teach this everywhere I go, and what I do in the workplace, I try to do this to encourage my co-workers to do this.
And to put, like your mother said, put your all into it and your best into it. And you, Miss Mary, is someone that we're so thankful to be on the show today because people are able to see that there's quality work coming out of here, like authentically Bahamian, authentic to the Bahamas,
Yes.
and it's here. And I'm proud to say in Grand Bahama.
And Grand
Yeah.
Bahama.
She's a,
Now we
she's
want to
just
go
now
on.
a Grand Bahamian.
We want to go on to Mr. Ferguson because we want to talk more about these handmade Bahamian things.
Bahamian.
Not things, things. Oh,
Things, not things. Things is not Bahamian.
No,
Things.
things. I mean, I know, but I'm trying to be correct. But Mr. Luther Ferguson, owner and operator of Bahamian Sloop Company, again, very, very happy to have you with us. Can you tell us a little bit about Bahamian Sloop Company? What does your business do?
Well, I first started off at the age of 4 years old in South Andres.
Mr. Andrews, your connection.
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Must be
And
family.
I would watch my father carve the 6-foot Kamalami boats at that time. And every time he carved a boat, I would go on it and thump it on the rock and break it. The key of it, snap it. So he would get angry. He said, I'm doing this for someone. I said, why you kept breaking it?
It's like you told
So,
plenty beaten.
A little bit. But till 2 days later, he said, you know what? I'm going to sharpen a little hatchet and I'm going to give it to you. And give you a piece of Kamalami book. And I start to carve it at the age of 4 years old.
Oh, my
right.
goodness.
And you still got all your fingers.
But yeah, still got all my fingers. And during that time, I would also build the cocoa bag boats. So we are waiting for our parent, my mom, to cook the food, and I would use the Mahatma Ridge bag for the sale. We would go in the bush there and we would look for the stopper tree. We'll use the stopper tree for the mast and the boom. The peaches can cover, we would use that for the rudder. The bleach bottle we would use for the pry to hold it and make them, you know? And that's how I started out. Until I could make the 6-foot Kamalami boat like him or better. Then I took it to Exuma, I believe back in 1986. I took the boat, my first Kamalami boat, 6-foot boat, to Exuma, and I won a regatta with it.
So he's a boat builder and you're a sailor.
If you could just
Yes.
rest it on the table for us so that we
Let's
can
just see. You can see all the stuff
can
that's going
see
on
it.
here.
And so during that time, I got a boat from a guy. Well, he built a boat. I designed it, and he built it for me in Andros, Lady Myrtle. And that boat ran for, until they created the D class in 2004. She was a champion.
Range meaning he was a champion in all the
Yes,
different regattas.
Yes.
So these
yes.
boats that you build, these are boats that are submitted into regatta. They compete in regattas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and when I came to Grand Bahama in '95, I built a C-class boat named Lady Michelle over the bridge at the time, Catherine the bridge. But apparently with me traveling a lot, it rot.
Okay.
Because
You went there to care for her.
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of captaining yachts for person. So when I came back, it was rot. So I said, you know
So you
what?
neglected Lady Michelle.
Yes, so I ended up building another one. I built one called Lady Christina.
Okay.
17-foot, these 17-foot boat
So
called
you get a
C-class.
next lady.
C-class, yes. And so took her down and she won the 3 regattas down there.
So you took care of Lady.
Yes,
Second
until
lady.
after a while she was neglected and she rot.
She rot?
Yeah, she rot.
Yeah, okay.
goodness.
Okay. Is there a
all
better
right.
end to this
Yes.
story? Let's hear about this. I don't know. You're treating these
But,
ladies bad here.
Maybe it's because of I came up with a faster mold or design,
Okay.
you know. And so a few years ago, I started building the E-class, which is the 12-foot boats, regatta boats, okay? And the first one I built was the one for the museum in Port Lucaya, under there. The Stanford one, I built that for them.
That's the Maritime Museum in
Yes,
Port Lucaya.
in Port Lucaya, I built that for them. Then Mr. St. George called me. He said, I heard that you built a boat from your buddy lawn. I said, yes, I do. He said, can I come in your yard and see it? I said, sure. So he came and he said, this one has one frame in it. Say, I would like that one. I said, okay. And so I built Lucaya Lady.
Lucaya Lady.
And after Lucaya Lady, I built two brothers. For two brothers, all right? And I'm cut it still shorter because two brothers right now is the champion for the Mangrove Key Regatta for the Mother's Day Regatta. She's the champion now, all right? She went further south to the south end where I'm from, and she came second overall. So we have a Grand Bahama boat that represents us pretty well.
Okay,
All right?
okay.
And
They're
then-
not rotting.
No, they're not running.
You're taking care of those ladies.
These boats here that I will build, these are the native wood called the wild tamarind. All right? Now it takes, for me to carve one, it would be like about 30 minutes. But now for it to cure for sanding or drying, it's going to be like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Oh.
All right?
So how long does it take you from carving to finish something like this?
You're looking at about, I'll say about 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. And this is just a replica, a small
Just as a
replica of what you,
yes,
of the
what
Bahamian
big
sloops that you
Bahamian
make.
sloop, yes, the whole
Looks
design
like a
is
nice
the same.
replica from my office.
For you.
And we varnish it. We put the clear coat varnish on it there. Everything authentic. I mean,
Now, a little thing about Luther.
Gorgeous.
Luther and I are part of the Grand Bahama Sailing Club, and we went down to Exuma. But I was on one of those boats, right? Was it
Yes.
Lady Lucaya?
yes.
It was?
Yeah. No, you wasn't two brothers.
I was in two brothers.
Two brothers.
I was taking care of the guys, you know? Yes, but I said that to say that you're amazed at, first of all, how heavy they are, how big they are in person, and I sit back and think, and I'd ask them all these questions, like, you did this yourself? Like
Amazing.
You sitting there carving, and I went by his house, and the boat is there, and he's working on it, and you don't think that this just his hands. Luther, put your hands on the table. You can see these hands are carving 12-foot boats. Wow. All he's varnishing it, he's building it on top of other work that he did. So he's one of the authentic native boat builders here in Grand Bahama, and we need to continue to raise up, acknowledge these authentic Bahamians that continue to do great work on the island. I wanted to just bring that to everyone's attention because sitting inside the boat, you're amazed that, okay, if anything's wrong with it, he's the builder, so he's able to say, this is what you need to do, that's what you need to do, this is where you need to sit. And, he's glossed over the fact that, he won his first time he put his boat in the water, but he continues to sail in regattas throughout the island.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm really amazed. You didn't tell me all of this outside of
Yeah.
BOB.
Yes.
I kept some.
Yes, he kept some, just a little bit. No, but this is really great, and you're absolutely right and spot on. We really need to give credit to the Bahamians that continue to work with their hands, and those that don't, right? Because everybody does something a little different. We have persons who do any different number of things, and over the course of this series of all things Bahamian, we're going to be bringing that to the table. But those that work with their hands and those that create things, it is a gift. Yes. It is a gift. And because you continue to use it, it then becomes a skill, and then you can share. Now, the same way that Ms. Williams is sharing with her children, I hope you're sharing with yours to make sure that these things are just continuing to live on. That is what I think is absolutely necessary.
So after working in this field, what is your desire for the future, for your company, as well as for boat building in the Bahamas?
First of all, I would love to see more young people get involved in carving boat and building them, and also sailing them, the Bahamian sloop.
Right.
And I want to say this. I want to say I'm very proud of even Alex's son. He really. He said, for example, I just love sailing this boat now, and it drives me even further now to build more. Because right now we have another one set up now, just reading the plank now. So
another class?
The same class, so we'll have 3. What we want to do is we want to build enough boat to have our own regattas on the weekend for our kids.
Okay.
That
For the
sounds
kids,
wonderful.
That they have fun
Yes.
and learn the trade.
I love that.
But I would like to see my business with the boats be export to various places, because right now some
We need
of
to
them are
get
ready
you
to
international.
North Virginia. Someone's already up there.
Okay.
Somebody just saw it and they said they want some.
You are international already.
So I have a guy in New York. He's supposed to come down, I think, this month end. He wants us, I build them. And he want to purchase one, so hopefully we'll see how that
That's
goes. But,
wonderful. I want to see
it's a
them on
blessing.
Amazon and all that. You know, if you're on Amazon, you're everywhere. Right? We want to see these things all around the world and make sure you put that signature, whatever it is, Bahamian flag, Bahamian, the name of your business, something. Make sure that it's on there so that they will be reminded of where it came from.
all of our sales for our boats is on Juicean print Bahamian cloth. All. So if you want any different, whether it's pineapple cloth sale, you can have it. You just
stuff.
pick a cloth that you want. So,
All right.
okay.
So just quick final thoughts. We heard from you, sir, and we just want to run back one more time. We want to, let me go to Ms. Williams really, really quickly, and then we'll wrap up with you because we need to hear more about Gumbe, and I want you to give some final highlights about what persons can expect from Ms. Williams. Any final thoughts as we begin to wrap up the segment?
What I would like to see that every Bahamian learn this culture. We cannot afford to let it die. And in my short days here on it, I try my best to encourage everyone to make this product.
Well, thank you very
call
much.
to the Ministry
Clarion
of
call,
Education.
right. These things should be in the schools, right? You know, you have art classes. Are we
agree.
teaching this kind of work in our art classes? I mean, I don't know, but I know that there are art classes,
we
and
need
they
to
know
find out.
they learn about the painting and every now and again you'll hear about a summer camp like we heard a few weeks ago where they do pasting in the summer camp, the YMCA, they talked
Right.
about it, so
And
things
they have
like
their
that.
junk canoe at the close of their event.
Right.
Yes.
So those kinds of things to be able to keep the culture going, but certainly to be teaching these, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with it
Why
as well.
do we not have, there should be like a whole tourism class in there somewhere.
Okay.
Right? We have family
And
life and all the
culture.
rest of it.
Bahamian culture.
Yeah, Bahamian
so we need
culture
to have
class.
boat building in the schools, a sloop building. We need to have the straw making inside the schools.
Right.
Okay, you're doing it.
All things Bahamian.
We're taking it. We're taking it
And
there.
we'll stick a pin in that, and when the others come on, we'll see what else we need to recommend to go in the schools.
Before we put the whole list together and present it to the Ministry
And then
of
you
Education.
go ahead and you present it to Ministry of Education.
We're gonna do
Thank
it.
you.
We're gonna do it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Williams. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. Thank you for sharing with us. And back to you, Ms. Hannah. So give us a quick roundup of what we can expect for Gumbe. It's happening this week, Thursday, and everybody needs to be ready, excited, and we're going to come out to experience what?
And since we're talking all things Bahamian, one of the highlights of Gumbe that I truly do like is every Thursday we open up our festival with a people-to-people bush tea tasting. And so we have a program called the People to People.
Right.
That's where we pair an ambassador with a visitor who wants to visit the island and have an authentically Bahamian experience. And what we do is we allow visitors as well as locals to go over for free, to go over to our People to People booth, and they taste a variety of bush teas, as well as they learn more about bush teas and what we have to offer in our program. And then following the bush tea tasting, we have a conch demonstration as well as a coconut demonstration every Thursday, and then we go into live entertainment. But this week, Thursday, we're gonna have our coconut demonstration, conch demonstration, and then we're gonna go into our opening ceremony at 7 p.m. And then we're gonna continue with live entertainment like Phase 4 Band, Limbo by Robin. Of course, we have the Royal Bahamas Police District Band, as well as we have Lil Joe Cartwright. And then we're going to climax the evening with our headliners, Sherrod Taylor. We have Sherrod Taylor Avi, as well as Grand Bahamas' very own Veronica Bishop. And so the entire month of July, like you said, it's all things Bahamian, starting off this week, Thursday, at 6 p.m. to midnight at Tino Beach with Gumbe Summer Festival.
Now, this is going to be fun. Now, I like the People to People program. I'll put that out there. I like the bush tea tasting.
drink bush tea?
Fever grass only, no
I was
surrocy.
about to say,
My
try
mother will
hibiscus.
tell you, no
Hibiscus
surcy.
is nice.
I will pass, and I will stick with fever grass.
The butterfly tea is really good as well.
You know what's important? All of that stuff she talked about, right? Do you know it's all free? The entertainment is free?
All free.
Yes.
All free. You get to see the bands and the junkanoo and the limbo
All free.
That is amazing.
I don't think
that
people
is amazing.
realize that we expect it to be done, but we don't realize that all of this is free to us.
So we're going to have a good free time. But we definitely want to encourage you guys, come on out to the Gumbe Summer Festival. Ministry of Tourism and Partners, they would have been working on this for so long, you guys. Yes. They've been doing it just for us. And so now that we're about to celebrate independence, we want to make sure that we go out there and we celebrate together as a community here, Grand Bahama Island, City of Freeport. Let's get together and let's have a wonderful time. We want to thank all of our guests for being with us today, all of the wonderful pieces that they would have shared. Make sure to support our local businesses. Make sure you go see Ms. Williams down in the Port Lakaya Marketplace. Make sure you give a call over to Bahamian Slooping Company. We want to make sure that you support them because they are also a part of us.
Exactly.
They help us to carry on our Bahamian culture. And so we appreciate them, and it was so wonderful having them. But listen, we have more here that we need to talk about today, Alex. It's all things Bahamian.
All things Bahamian.
And we want to continue the conversation, and we want to talk with some more businesses. So we'll be right back right after this.
My name is Jeffrey Thompson. I'm the Managing Director of Elegant Occasions. We provide service for proms, everyday arrangements, funerals, weddings, corporate events, and we are an exclusive store that we do everything. You name it, we can do it. We do European, Dutch floral arrangements. We do wedding packages, custom made and designed. We have our new stock in where we do arrangements in purses, bags, hats, mugs, and cups. We're located at number 1 Raven Mall. Our telephone numbers are 807-6414, 439-8148. So come on down, we're here for you.
Welcome to Freeport, the reawakened, the reimagined, the rebirth, the Renaissance capital of the Bahamas. Over $1.5 billion in investments. Marinas, cruise ports, downtown revitalization, residential developments. We're putting the city on the map. Want to know more? Just log on. Your future is only a click away.
Here at Dish Delish, we offer a variety of cuisines like stuff from St. Martin, Guyana, Trinidad, and Suriname. So if you're looking to eat something from Trinidad, you've never been to Trinidad, but you want to taste that flavor, you got to check us out for doubles. So doubles is basically 2 flat bread with chana, cucumber, tamarind, all the sauces and flavors together. We can take you to Guyana and you can taste the flavors of Guyana, which is pepper pot. Pepper pot now is a meat stew. You eat this with bread and you are good to go. We could take you to Suriname. You know where Suriname is? Down in South America. And in Suriname, they have a stir-fried noodles that's called bami, and we serve it with chicken breast, grilled chicken breast. It comes with pickled cucumbers and a peanut sauce. We are located at number 4B in the Raven Mall. Our telephone number is 827-3392, or you can catch us on social media on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Dish Delish 242.
Hi everyone, we're back here on Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward, having a wonderful day today. We are celebrating the 51st anniversary of independence. I can't even, go ahead, 51.
51.
And flag raising and all the rest of
Flag
it.
raising.
Yes.
I want to say dun, 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 dun.
I think that's the wrong song.
Oh, that's the wrong song. Okay.
But
Y'all
thank
don't
you
charge
guys
me. Don't charge me.
so much for being with us and staying tuned. We definitely want to continue the All Things Bahamian conversation because
All things.
we are celebrating. And so in our top segment, we talked a little bit about Gumbe and we spoke with some of the local businesses. And we encourage you to watch that segment and share the information because local Bahamians are doing some great things.
Big things.
And we definitely want to support their businesses here within the city of Freeport. But we have more folks that are with us. But before we go on, Alex, you wanted to send a shout out?
I want to send a shout out to Michael and Karen Davis. They are faithful watchers of Focus Forward, and thank you so much. We appreciate you. Make sure you continue to tell your friends and your family to share Focus Forward as you watch us on ZNS, ILTV, listen to us on Dove and The Rhythm and RPTV. We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Well, Michael and Karen, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys and continue to watch because we're going to jump into the segment and we're going to talk about all things Bahamian. So if we can jump on over to our first person around the round table. We haven't had her before, but we just really want to get into the conversation with her. Miss Sophia Rule from Sophia's Beauty Collection. Welcome to Focus Forward.
Hello. Nice to be here.
The name is apropos.
Yes.
Sophie Beauty Collection.
Okay.
As beautiful as you are.
Oh, flattery gets you everywhere. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right.
And we also want to welcome our second guest, first time here around the round table, but he is certainly no stranger, to Grand Bahama and to downtown, Mr. Ortland Schron from CompuSec Printing.
Good
Welcome.
afternoon, and thank you for having me. And it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon.
You called his name wrong.
Good to have you.
Ortland Strawn.
Ortland Downtown Strong.
Or Mr. CompuSec.
Mr. CompuSec, but a flag man.
I'll remember that part.
Flag man.
I'll remember that part. Mr. CompuSec.
Yes.
All right. So if we can just get on over, Ms. Rule, if we can talk a little bit. So tell us about what inspired you to open Sophia's Beauty Collection.
Well, one day I was in a store, the body shop. I worked there for a number of years, and a gentleman came into the store and he said, "Can you own this business?" And I said, "No, I could." I was insecure. However, years down the line, I had a son. I was a stay-home mom, and it came back to me through a vision. Why not go back into it? I started it, selling it out of my house. We opened our first store in the International Bazaar. From the International Bazaar, we're now to Freeport Harbor. We started off with soaps and lotions, but now we're doing body creams, candles, oils, salts, jewelry, handbags. We have our SPC collection of shorts and t-shirt sets, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. Well, hold on. I'm looking at all this beautiful stuff here on the table. Sophie, I'm going to ask you, you know, your hands made these?
Yes.
Let me see your hands, Sophie. The hands look too good to be making this.
I know, right?
I mean, like, really, I was expecting no cuts and bruises and band-aids and catches
calluses
and something on there.
Not those hands.
Everything authentically Bahamian.
Yes.
So this is Androsia.
Yes.
This is our I learned this silver top.
Yes, silver top.
I learned that from the top part of the show. Were you paying attention?
Yeah,
Smart girl.
the
Smart
small
girl,
pieces
Alex.
is called the edging.
The edging. And so everything is made. You didn't order a thing online. You didn't bring in the pieces. You didn't just get some glue from Kelly's and just, you know, Gorilla glue it all together.
Handmade.
Handmade. You made it all yourself.
Yes.
All right, so that's what I wanted. That's important to point out because this is not any part of it. No part of it is foreign. This is all done here. And do you know straw can last up to 50 years?
That's what we learned.
I learned that today as well.
Yes.
Now, Sophie, I also see you have some shells here. What's with these shells that I see here?
This shell, this represents a towel ring. If you own a spa or you own in your bathroom, you want to do a decorative piece, you actually can decorate your towel with this towel ring.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, just accessorize your towel with it. But these pieces represents our spa line. We have our peppermint body massage oil, our scrubs, our salts, our candles, and our creams that we want to highlight today. You can use them in spas or personal use. If you want to pamper yourself, you can contact us through Instagram or Facebook, and we will get them out to you.
Sophie, that looks packaged really well. You sure you didn't buy a big gallon of oil and import it and then just pour it inside the bottle?
You know, Alex, it's Bahamian inspired.
Okay.
And so guess what? We create products, we mix and we do our blends naturally.
And you do this yourself?
Yeah, and we do this ourselves.
Right here on the island?
Right here on the island. So my kitchen is my little melting pot where I do all my mixing and my scrubbing and my stirring.
That's your manufacturing
Yes, it's my
depot. That's what it is.
For now, until the big,
you talk about how you
until the
how
big
you
manufacturing
Yeah.
facility
Yeah.
comes on
That's
board.
our manufacturing facility right
Yes,
now.
right
It's a local
now.
manufacturing
Yes,
facility.
yes.
All here. And so you package it, you put it together, you price it out there, you put it out there as well.
Yes.
Now this is, we also see some fabric and clothing that's here.
Yes, that's our SBC collection. I'm hoping you model it for us later on. That's our shorts and our T-shirt. You can accessorize it with our clutch. If you want to do a handpiece clutch, just accessorize the shorts and the shirt casual wear.
That is
or if you want to
gorgeous.
go on a beach safari, wherever you want to go. The summer
safari.
Gombe is coming up.
That's right, that's
Gombe
right.
is coming up, yeah.
So you better make sure this in your bag when you leave. This one here, I've been eyeing this from. You pull this on here. She's like, look at that clutch. I'm
From
loving
the
it.
commercial, from the
Yes.
She was
commercial
like,
break.
hey.
So you can accessorize
Beautiful.
your outfit. We also have our Kingdom branding if you want to brand yourself. If you want to come in and you want a specialty item, just catering to you. You want to do a candle making session or a soap making session, you can come in and we teach you the one-on-one basic concept of making candles, making soaps. You can do it individually. You can do it as a group. You can do it. I've done it in a school for 7, 8 years, teaching the children how to.
Oh, I love that.
Is this the book you use to teach them?
Yes.
Because I see the test in here as well.
Yes. You have your notes. You can write your
the
notes.
are here.
And so that's what we do.
So Sophie, I like this because in the top half we spoke to Mary and
Yes.
Mama Mary as well as
Yes.
Luther Ferguson, and he's a boat builder and she's a straw maker as well. And she's saying, you know, they want to get into school. This is something that they want to see. And I'm so happy that you said you've been working in the schools for about 7, 8 years. You have the branding book, but let's talk a little bit more. What if they want to do something else other than straw or bag making? Does this book help them with that as well?
Well, this particular book is geared toward candle making.
Okay.
However, if you come in and say, well, I have an idea that I want to pitch or I want to do, I want to create. I've been in the business for a number of years now. I'd be more than willing to help anyone.
Oh,
You want to start your brand? Okay, what's your name? Where do you want to start from? What do you have before you? What do you need to do? What's your target market? And we help you with that. And so Kingdom Branding goes beyond just soaps and candles. If you have an idea, if I could help you, I'd
You'll
be
do
more
that.
than
Oh,
willing.
I
we
love
appreciate
that.
Yes, we would
Yeah,
appreciate that.
for
That's
sure.
very sweet.
Now, what's your best-selling item?
My best-selling items are my massage and body oils as well as my hand and body creams.
Okay, so what you feeling like? Feeling like some massage, some foot cream?
I'm feeling like a clutch.
You see your eyes so
No,
big,
but I'm just saying.
man.
So I'm a candle lady. I like candles. I always, just light a little one up when I get home. I love the fragrances, and they put you in a mood. Different candles put you in a mood. I even burn candles, and it's probably a little strange, but I even burn candles while I'm cooking.
Okay.
Obviously, there's the fragrance, the smell of the food, but
you
I
want the
still
candle
like the
burning.
candle.
Okay, I only burn the candle
just do.
after I finish cooking because I like to smell the food I'm about
And
to
then,
eat.
then you eat, and then
And
you
I
want to
eat,
smell the
and then I
candle.
want to smell the candle. One of the things, the signature choices downtown, we actually carry authentically made candles by local persons here. We also carry lotions and other oils and things like that. So Sophie, we need to talk.
So that's your signature. That's your signature fragrance then. The Bahamian candles from local Bahamians.
Well, that's one of the
Because when
things
you
we
walk
want.
in the store, that's the first thing.
We want
it's
to-
not
that's
what
what
you
we
see
want.
or what you hear, but it's typically what you smell when you walk into Signature Choices. That is your thing.
Now, you think, is it possible that somebody can come to you and get something customized?
Absolutely. If you want something customized and you say that I want to create some soaps or I want to create some candles. Or
According to
I
this
have
lady,
a
she likes
bed-
candles.
If I
I
have an Airbnb and I just want your brand to be there and I want to put my name on this lotion or this cream or this shower gel or this soap. Yes, I can assist
You will do that as well. So
I
when
hope these Airbnbs, if they do something like that, that'll be wonderful. It's still supporting Bahamian
So we have our
businesses.
Focus Forward candles and our Focus Forward hand creams. Just throwing it out there.
Something to think about.
Yes,
Something to
exactly.
think about.
And she's
And
able to
if
do
you
that.
want to do the course,
There you
do
go.
it.
Okay, so we're going to do the course.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Alex is the brave one over
Where
there.
can people find you?
I am located at the Freeport Harbor, but however, if you want to contact me, you can call me 646-8470, Instagram, Sophie's Beauty Collection, as well as Facebook, Sophie's Beauty Collection.
All right, thank you so
right.
much,
Well,
Sophie.
thank you so much, Ms. Rowe. Thank you for telling us about Sophie's Beauty Collection. It's a beautiful collection, and so we're really, really happy to have you here. Now, we want to talk to Mr. Ortland Strawn from CompuSec Printing. Mr. CompuSec, I've been told and corrected.
And Downtown.
So I have to make sure that I get it correct. And Mr. Downtown
And
as well.
Flagman. Wave your flag,
Okay.
wave your flag, wave your flag. Okay, sorry. Serious business here. Sorry, serious business
Okay,
here.
this lady is a lot today. So
Serious business here.
if we can start talking, Mr. Strawn, you know, with Independence approaching, I know you guys are fully stocked and ready to go to support anyone that's interested in being able to just have their flags and all of the paraphernalia that they would like to have. So tell us, what do you have to offer for this Independence season?
Yes, like I said, we have it all. We have it all. We have your flags, we have your jerseys, we have your shirts, we have your decoration for your cars, we have your lapel pins, we have your wristbands, we have a little of everything.
Show
And
finish.
we try to facilitate, you know, the family. We have our island shirts that have been our bestseller over the years. We brought them out in 2018, and from then, and everyone still looks for those shirts because they send them around the world. When you wear that, everybody knows you are from the Bahamas and you are a proud, proud Bahamian.
I'm a proud Bahamian, Mr. Strawn, and I'm hoping they're playing some music in the background so that, you know, they can hear, you know, I'm a proud Bahamian with my flag.
Yes.
Right.
And also, you know, like this, our shirts with the islands, that's one of our main feature. But this year we came out with the island crest and jersey.
Something like what you're wearing now.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I'm wearing now.
Okay.
And it features all 17 major islands, Grand Bahama, Exuma, Eleuthera, San Salvador, Maguana, all of the island crests are on these shirts.
Okay.
Likewise, we did the same thing for the children's shirts. They comes in T-shirt and they feature all of the islands. So we not only took care of the adults' shirts, we also did it for the children. So the
that's
family can
Everyone can have something.
Be proud,
Everyone.
Be proud, yes.
Everyone can be proud.
Yes.
Celebrate
and
51.
Show their Bahamian pride.
Right. So tell us, what influences those designs? I mean, we've never seen a shirt like this before, and we know about the crest for all of the islands. What really influences the designs that you guys put out every year?
Well, the thing is, we try to keep it original.
Okay.
You see the pine tree?
Okay.
This
Okay.
is Grand Bahama right there.
Okay.
And,
Good.
and yeah, and the same thing is on the back of the shirts, but
Okay.
it's a jersey that we created. Now, what we did also this year, you know, in the 50th Independence, we focus on adults, and we caught a lot of flack for it because parents comes in and they don't have a shirt for their children.
Yes.
So this year we also created the shirts for the children.
Okay.
That's quite nice.
And they're going to be featured with the same logos as these jerseys.
Okay.
So we'll have children's shirts also. We also have our hats. My hat should have been here yesterday, but I hopefully it's here today. Before this day out, our hats would be in the shop.
So I could be from top to bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
And the hats,
Everything.
we carried the hats before, we were sold out of it, and people still come in and ask for it because it features the flag and again the 700 islands, the Bahamas.
Okay. So I got a question for you. Like you said, you created the island shirts first. What in Bahamian culture influences you or influences your design?
Oh wow. I must say my wife, you know, she is very instrumental in all of this. She operates Beyond Flags in Nassau, and she really comes up with these ideas and say, and we talk it over with our graphic people, and we put it together, because you know, when we started out, we've been in business more than 35 years. When we started out, I think it was around 2003. And along with her, we wanted to start producing flags, to get flags in the hands of every Bahamian. And we went, we got a little flag from, I think we got it from government. And we produced, from that we started producing the flag. And there's been some confusion with the flag colors, and along with, she worked with the cabinet office to come up with we sent different samples of flags, and the cabinet choose one particular flag and the color that they went with is this particular color. And it's all set to PMS, because, before, you would say go to a manufacturer to produce the flag, and you say you want an aquamarine, or we say we want black, gold, and aqua. But there are shades that would not be brought out unless you have those PMS colors.
Understood.
And the other thing about the flag, on different material, the colors show up a little different.
Okay.
So sometimes you see some variation. But all of our flags or shades are produced according to the PMS colors.
Okay.
There were times we got a large order of flag, and we did not bring it in the country because the colors were not right.
Wow. Okay.
I took a picture of it, and I was picking it up in Fort Lauderdale, and I looked at the flag, I took a picture of it, and I sent it to the wife, and she said, "Don't you bring them to the Bahamas."
She's already done the footwork. She knows the cabinet.
What it should be.
She knows that the color is approved. So this is the
very
approved
important
color.
Yes.
This is the color.
We really place
Aquamarine,
emphasis on
gold,
trying our
black.
best to get the colors of acceptable.
So we have the flags for tables, flags for waving, like Alex did earlier.
Yes.
Flags for vehicles. We have the wonderful designs for the different shirts.
Yes.
So persons can come down to CompuSec. Just let us know where you're located so that they can know where to find you.
He's downtown.
We're in the downtown area.
Great description of where to find him, Alex.
If I mention Frank's Ice Cream, I believe everybody.
Knows.
I see people come to
But you mentioned CompuSec, and everybody knows.
Yes, CompuSec has been part of the Grand Bahama, and I'm thankful for the support that we have gotten over the years, because we started out here in 1989. I think, which would put us about 35 years.
And you were downtown, right?
And the business downtown, and the business started out with little revenue. To the point that I can recall people telling us, "You and your wife need to go and get a real job."
Oh, my goodness. Well, we're thankful that you continued and stayed committed.
CompuSec is an employer of Bahamian people.
That's right.
We have seen students came through our door. The young girl who won the relay during she's going to the Olympics this year. She came in and she did her summer jobs with us.
Okay.
And I was so proud of her.
As you should be. Well, Mr. Sean, thank you so much for sharing with us on behalf of CompuSec Printing. We definitely want to encourage persons to come down, support your business. This is a local business here in Grand Bahama, and he's not the only one. Ms. Sophia Rowe from Sophie's Beauty Collection. You want to be able to support these businesses. They are creating all things Bahamian.
Yes.
So we just really want to thank them again for being with us, and we want to remind you to like our Facebook page, Invest Grand Bahama, or the Grand Bahama Port Authority. Ensure that you know where to go to get the best information about what's happening here in the city of Freeport. Of course, Gombe is this week Thursday, and we had Ministry of Tourism on a little bit earlier, so make sure that you're out there for that opening ceremony. It's going to be at 7 o'clock. So make sure that you are in place and you're ready to enjoy everything that they have to offer. And perhaps Alex and I can have some fever grass now. We're planning on being at Gombe. So make sure that you continue to watch our All Things Bahamian series so that we can bring to you whatever it is that you need to learn about that is All Things Bahamian as we celebrate our 51st anniversary of independence this year. Alex, great show today.
Fantastic. I'm hoping the music is playing in the background, production team is putting it together because I really like waving flag, waving flag. Waving
You
flag.
could dance as much as you want to and continue to do what you want to do, and it's fine, and we'll just laugh over here. But thank you for inviting us into your offices, your businesses, and your homes here on Grand Bahamas Best Talk Show. And until next time, I'm Glendia Smith.
And I'm Alex Thompson.
Informing you on the positive things that happen when you focus forward.
You've been listening to Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated.
And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday,
Same time,
same place,
for Focus Forward.